Hello out there, YouTube world. Well, today we're just going to go out and do what we promised that we were going to do at the start of the new year. Is we're going to make a priority on this here particular project right here. So let's get started at it. I'm going to start with finishing up where we left off, which is putting the cotter pins, keeper pins in this assembly. The cat and the dog are going to witness this procedure. Okay, we're down here with our pipe wrench, and we're going to proceed with the folding of these cotter pins, keeper pins. Now, I went to the big city to get the right size, ended up getting the same size what I already had, so now I just got a heck of a lot more of them. So we're just going to put the smaller size in. These are not a rotational shaft or bearings or anything, like they're not spinning around at any sort of a speed. They're just being exercised like that, just back and forth on occasion. So I'm thinking these lighter duty ones are going to just suffice just fine. There are some pipe wrench marks on these shafts, and there's going to be maybe a couple more before we're done. And that's because to bend these keepers over, before you put these stake pins in, you just turn them off to the side like that. That'll access the tips down there, and I can easily fold them back and fold the keeper pins. So we'll just get off to that. We'll do both sides at once here. There we go. Okay, we got all those folded. Now we're going to roll these shafts back into position. Whoop, wrong way. Now when I pulled this apart, there was not the actual original stake pins in. They just had these bolts of the same size of the hole. They just slide right into place there. The heads are low enough, they're going to be underneath the lid here. We're just going to clean this up now. I'm going to use the wire wheel angle grinder. I'm going to rip all this old silicone off, and we'll put a brand new batch of silicone on and get after putting the lid on. I think we're ready for the lid. We'll be back at you. Well, running the gas. Okay, I got it in position. The lid is in position. I'll just go over a few of these seal areas with the wire wheel, clean out any holes and stuff in there. There's a lot of debris is sitting for over a year, basically on the ground. Bad choice, but it's the way it went. So we'll just buff it up, clean her up, get it ready to set in place. Hey, well, we're back at it. We had a little bit of a lunch, and during that time, it started to rain, so I don't know how far we're going to get with this little project. I'm not really a fan of working outside in the rain, but we'll see. We'll just see how well these old, they're not gaskets, it's just a film of old silicone. We'll just see how well that wipes off. When I'm going around this side, I got it reversed so as it flicks the debris that way as opposed to into the gear case. This cavity and the clutch cavity is not so important, but I don't want that debris in there. Okay, that's all buffed right off. All the whole debris is off. It's wet. I don't know if there's any use in me toweling it down right now because it's just going to be wet. I'm going to put a sealer in this here area here because on the lid there is actually a cork gasket. I'm just going to put a sealer there, and that keeps all the moisture out of the transmission. And here I'm just going to spread a little gasket maker on the flanges all the way around and put the lid up on it. Well, I better buff that front flange as well. Now there won't be any oxidizing going on. Okay, we'll focus on the lid now. We'll just aim ourselves over there. Okay, so now I'm going to get a board and we'll lay this flat on the board and get it ready to pick up square. I'm going to towel that off, just put a little layer of some sealant around and see if we can set this here lid on. It'll be wet, but we'll see what happens. I think this will be a first. I don't have any gasket maker or any sealant, so I figure I'm just going to cover these areas with liberal coating of grease. These are primarily just this area right here has got a cork gasket that's recessed into the transmission lid, so it's got a gasket, but I'm just going to make some sort of a sealer just try to prevent moisture from getting in there over time. And I'm just going to put some grease on it. First time ever, I think. I've never done this, but I'm thinking it's going to do the purpose. If anybody has a comment, feel free to comment. We'll see what happens. Things lined up. One stab at her. Hopefully we'll get her sitting on top there. I got this is the lockout assembly there, I believe, for the sits on the clutch, and it's in the second casting here. So I just got it tied up so it doesn't get hooked on anything going past all them lower catch-alls. And then basically in line, got my brake pedals tied back. So let's see if we can get it up in there. Come and take a look. Okay, what's been going on as I thought I had my camera running. I got her all forward here. I got the back end pinned with these two bolts and trying to put it down, but I think it has to actually go ahead and get those mechanisms there to lock the transmission out over on top of them and then down at the back. So number one problem is my Clark here is running the gas, and that's all the gas I had was just what was there right now just to do this little bit of work. So I got to go to town in the morning, get some gas. We're at a standstill, and then when I do get the gas, I don't know if I'll get at this unless it's not raining. Right now it's raining and it's kind of miserable, so at least got the lid over top. We'll deal with it in another day or two. At least it's going to keep some of the rain out of it. I'll put my board over top here, this compartment here, but it doesn't really matter if this gets any more moisture or not. It's going straight down to the ground anyway through the bottom bungs. So anyway, you might have noticed all my previous 22 episodes, if you've been watching, have the wrong serial number attached to the D47J. It's a 1761 wide track, not the other serial number I had in the title. So anyway, I'll take that up with one of my staff, I guess. The cat maybe, or maybe the dog. That's all we got for today. So we'll catch up to you in a day or two when it's not raining. Bye for now.